looking at functions. So you've been using functions such as print, hello world, functions such as len 1 to 3, and so on. So I basically know you have a basic grasp of functions, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to create your own functions, accept arguments, and use the return keyword in Python. So let's jump into that. So I'm going to define a basic function, say do, and this function is just basically going to print hello world. Okay, I think hello should be spelled that way. And how to call this function is to just write the function name and you use this curly braces, or should I say they are not curly braces, I think they are parentheses here. Use this parentheses. So once I run this function, run this module, you're gonna see hello world printed out, which is called right from this function. Now we just made a function called outside here. Okay, we have stuff named I think they are called recursive functions. Now those are functions that actually call the function called inside the function. Let's say we have this do indented here and stuff like that, and once we run this, I don't want to call this because it might give us an infinite loop. Say do, and this is outside the scope of this lesson. I shouldn't be talking about this. So this is basically how to create a function. And okay, so how do I accept arguments in a function? Now I can go ahead and create an argument here, string. Now, and I'm accepting this in the function. Okay, so this time around I'm just going to print string plus and then exclamation mark. Okay, so great, we have that. Now if I run this, guess what's going to happen? We're going to run into an error. And why is that? That is because we've not given any arguments here. Remember, in your print function we gave a print and we gave in arguments like something to print out. So this time around our function is requiring an argument. Okay, so if I give this a hello world, what do you think the output is going to be? It's going to print hello world plus an exclamation mark. So let me run that and you basically see that. Oh, that's beautiful. Hello world and exclamation mark. Okay, so what if we wanted a default variable to be printed once we run into a problem? Okay, let me create a new function. Say def add. This function is going to take two arguments, x and y, and this time around I'm using a special keyword in Python known as return x plus y. Okay, so what does the return keyword do? You're going to see that in a bit. Say a is equals to add, and I'm giving that 2 and 3, and if I try to print a, you would see that we'll get in 5, which is correct. Okay, so let's try to make y to be equal to 0. Now this is the default argument, which means we actually declare this in the function, and if someone mistakenly doesn't or purposely doesn't give a y, we're having a y to be 0, and anytime it's calculating, it's just gonna neglect accepting y and just calculate x plus y, which is 2 plus the initial 0, and you get a sum, right? So that's great, it works fine. Now what happens when I okay, that's great. I think you can also make two of them to a default. Okay, so you can actually call add without any argument, so you could see it's still 0. So that's actually not making sense, but it's just good to know these things. You can actually do that, and that's quite interesting. So these are basically what you're going to be doing with functions in Python. You can define functions inside of classes, which we're going to be tracing in future tutorials, and I'll really look forward to working with you guys. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, basically leave a like and a sub, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.